Let me give an example of how to get that yes answer in an IEP. Suppose your child has been kept in for recess for being disruptive in class. And you know that's the worst thing you could do to your child. That's just not help. Your child's going to be really frustrated with that. And so you're going to the IEP meeting with the idea of convincing them that your child should not be kept in during recess. Assuming we've established rapport, you've got a working relationship with everyone, you've volunteered, you have been respectful, then you state calmly, get your emotions under control, and state the facts. My child was kept in from recess this many times in the past time frame. This is the result it has on my child. This is how he feels about it. These are the changes in his behavior I have observed. I am concerned about this. I'm convinced this is not the best way to address his problem. Assuming it has been identified what the problem is. Let's say he's been yelling at other students in the class. And then you ask, could we look at some alternatives? Could we look at where he's sitting? Who sits by him? Would it be better if he sat closer to the teacher? Would it be better if he sat with another group of students? Could we look at things that will motivate him to try harder in school? What I'm seeing with keeping him in from recess is now he hates going to school. Could we possibly look at some alternatives? And understand that you may not get exactly, for example, another example is you go in there feeling like my child needs a one-on-one aide in math class. We need to hire an aide just to sit with my son and help him with his math so he can do well in school. And the school says, we don't have the funding for that. Be flexible. Say, well, the key thing is that my child gets support in math. If there isn't funding for a one-on-one aide, what about a peer tutor? Is there another child in the class who does really well in math that my child could work with? Or what about, if not the whole class time, could the teacher just stop by his desk more frequently? It helps to identify what the real problem is and then be flexible about how to solve that. And the best way to identify the root problem, the thing that needs to be solved, is when you have this team and you're providing input on what you observe as their parent, the teacher's providing input on what she observes in school, and you're putting all the pieces of that puzzle, all the little pieces of that jigsaw puzzle are being put together, and you get a clear picture of what needs to be done to support this child. That's how you get to these effective IEP meetings. So go in with an idea of what you want, communicate respectfully, be appreciative, point out everything that's going well, and you appreciate this adult who is helping you raise your child, and be flexible.